Hey guys, it's Necromus here. I haven't made a video covering Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 in a long time, and I've recently gotten back into the game. So I thought it would be a fun video to discuss some ideas I have for future DLC. I don't think anyone expected the game would still be getting updates 7 years later, and I really don't see them stopping anytime soon. So let's begin. The first pack I'd like to see them add is a classic Dragon Ball pack. The original series never gets much love in the video games, and it is pretty crazy to think that there's 130 characters in the game, and not a single one of them is Master Roshi. So for the characters, it would be Roshi, King Piccolo, and Yajirobe. Roshi's moveset could be like this. His special attacks would be the Kamehameha, Turtle-style Last Resort, Shockwave, Full Power Charge. His evasive would be the Super Back Jump. And for his ultimate attacks, he could have, obviously, the Super Kamehameha, and they could give him a new one, which would be the Evil Containment Wave, or also known as the Mafuba. His transformation could be the Full Power Roshi, where he goes into big buff Giga Chad mode. I know a problem people have mentioned with Roshi being in the game is that he's unable to fly, but that didn't stop him from being in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 or in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and it shouldn't stop him in Xenoverse either. Now on to King Piccolo's moveset. His special attacks could be Evil Explosion, Namek Finger, Darkness Eye Beam, Full Power Charge. His evasive attack would be the Super Explosive Wave, and his ultimate attacks could be Nappa's Break Cannon, and they could give him a new one, Explosive Demon Wave. I think it would be a cool touch if they gave King Piccolo his giant Namekian form as a transformation, but they haven't given it to the normal Piccolo yet, so I don't know that they would. Regardless, I'd love to see it. Finally for this list is going to be Yajirobe. He could have a cool moveset, so obviously sword-based attacks. His first special attack could be Shining Slash. He could get Brave Sword Slash, Rise to Action, and they could give him a new unique special move which would revolve around the Senzu Beans. I was thinking it could revive 1 bar of health and max out the stamina, but could only be used once per match. Of course, I'm not a big PvP player in Xenoverse, so I don't really know about all the balancing issues, but it would be cool to see them implement Senzu Bean into his moveset one way or the other. His evasive could be Hercule's Miracle Kneel. I just feel like that's perfect for Yajirobe. And his ultimates could be Victory Rush, and it would be really fitting to give him Tapion's Brave Sword attack. Yajirobe's Ki Blast could just be rocks, and he could even have a jetpack like Hercule to fly around. Some costumes I'd love to see added with a Dragon Ball pack would be Bulma's bunny suit, Goku's head wrap outfit, and even a costume that would turn you into one of King Piccolo's henchmen. Okay, so for the next pack, an interesting pack I thought they could do is one based on the new game, Dragon Ball The Breakers. The two games have linked rewards, so it's only fitting they do the ultimate collaboration. Not to mention we still don't have Semi-Perfect Cell as a playable character, even though they recently added his model in quests. It's kind of weird to think that Cell and Frieza forms could be DLC, but then again, this is the same game that sold Super Buuhan as DLC, so anything is possible. So the characters would be Semi-Perfect Cell, Second Form Frieza, Third Form Frieza, and Spopovich. So for Semi-Perfect Cell, I was thinking his moveset could be Earth-Splitting Gallic Gun, Life Absorption, Solar Flare, Full Power Charge. His evasive would be the classic Energy Barrier that he normally uses in-game, and for his ultimates, he could use the Zetsumi bullet, probably pronounced that wrong, but First Form Cell's ultimate, and they could give him a new one, which would be his iconic Big Bang Crash. Second form Frieza. He would have Death Beam, Meteor Blow, Death Wave, Full Power Charge. His evasive could be the Break Strike, and his ultimates would be Death Ball and, of course, Hail Frieza, which is what he does to Krillin when he's got the horns on top of his head. For third form Frieza, he could have Death Beam, Crazy Finger Shot, Death Psycho Bomb, and Full Power Charge. His evasive could be Bloody Counter, and his ultimates could be Last Emperor and Death Meteor. Last and definitely least would be Spopovich. His moves could be Meteor Crash, Arm Crash, Consecutive Energy Blast, and just basic Energy Charge. His evasive would be Break Strike, and his ultimates could be the Full Power Energy Wave and Dead End Rain. Because I don't think if they're going to add Spopovich, they're going to give him any unique moves. He is pretty much just a boring henchman. Regardless, I think it would be cool to see him included in the pack. Some customization options from Breakers, like the Chaozu backpack, Potara earrings, farmer clothes, shotgun accessory, they would all be amazing costumes in Xenoverse 2. It's crazy to me that Breakers has Potara earrings as an accessory, but Xenoverse 2 doesn't to this day. So for my final pack, it's going to be a Dragon Ball Super manga pack. Ultra Ego Vegeta, Moro, and Granola. I know what you're probably thinking. Another Vegeta, like as if we don't have enough in the game already? True, but new Goku and Vegeta forms were recently picked by the fans in the Kanton City Vote Pack. So why not add the most badass Vegeta transformation so far? I'll be honest, I haven't kept up with much of the manga past the Moro arc, so that's why I didn't give these characters an in-depth move list like I did for the other packs, but I definitely know that they could work. Vegeta gets some new techniques like instant transmission and forced spirit fission. Granola is a new badass character that can go toe-to-toe with Goku and Vegeta, so no doubt he deserves a spot in the game, and he could have a badass moveset with an even more badass design. Moro alone has enough transformations to warrant being added to the game, and he uses magic, which would be interesting to see implemented into his moveset. I think it would be really cool to see the manga content in another medium like a video game. Some of the costumes they could do would be the Galactic Patrol outfits, Moro's cloak, and even the Grand Supreme Kai's clothes. Speaking of Grand Supreme Kai, he could also be a new playable variant for Majin Buu, considering he appears in the manga, briefly taking over Buu's body. That would be a cool touch, and seeing as Ginyu has skins for Trunks, Goku, etc., it's not totally out there. So, overall, that's some of the content I'd love to see added to Xenoverse 2 someday, to really help make it feel complete. I probably could have went on longer, but this video is long enough as it is, so if you want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments below. Xenoverse 2 is a fantastic game and deserves as much support as possible, and at this rate, who knows if we'll ever get Xenoverse 3. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nickfamous. See you later.
Let's see how he likes a Kamehameha!